Hey, so fam. Amelia Adair here. For those that are new to the channel, welcome. So fam, how you doing? How's it grooving? We got a great topic for today. It's gonna get heated up. I should grab my fan, but you know what? I'ma just rock out. I'ma just rock out. So fam, let's get into today's topic. Now I did a video on this already, and I had a request to do an update. So let's do an update. So fam, why? Come on. Why he keep calling me back after he left me for another woman? Okay. So fam, oftentimes in these relationships, right, we realize that it don't work, and for some reason the ex just won't move on to the next. You know, they'll keep sending you that text and you like, what the heck? I just be making this stuff up. I just be flowing and going and going. You know how I do. But let's talk about it, so fam. Let's talk about why is it that, yeah, I know the birds is ready. Look, they ready. They like, yeah, let's talk about it, Millie. Let's talk about it, Millie. Let's talk about it. Because sometimes we get confused and we are torn between going back or moving forward. Is this true love? You know, our heart just be playing tricks on us. And oftentimes our heart is playing tricks on us. Because we not in the game, meaning we not knowing what's going on. We kind of just going into love blindly. And there's people that like to roll the dice. Listen, we ain't got time. We ain't got time to keep rolling. We need to know what's up. We need to be in the know, because the more you know, the higher you grow. Come on, babe. And the higher you go. All right. So let me just express this, so fam, that one of the main reasons why, and this is mostly for my ladies, because we just be confused. I'll just be like, babe, we be confused all the times because it's like we don't want to see the truth. You know, like we confuse ourselves because it feels good to live in a lie. Let's be honest, like a lie feels so good. You know, it's just like, so we continue to live in that lie. So let's just layer out some truth, so fam. Let's dig a little deep, not too deep, but deep enough to help us move on and find the love that's for us and start fresh. So fam, oftentimes we are so far into these relationships and we put so much time into them, and we are hooked on the time, you know, like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and we put time to quality, and time is not quality. So fam, you can waste a lot of time just by hoping for the best with someone who isn't hoping for the best with you. Okay, so let's not get too far left. Let's stay pristine. Okay, and a lot of the time, so fam, I'm gonna give you about 3 or 4. Okay, 3 or 4 great. Okay, number one, you got to think of it like this, so fam. An ex is gonna keep knocking on that door and coming through that door as long as it's open. Let's just be real. If y'all had some type of experience together, time together, love together, that is now a memory for both of you guys, you know? And for you, of course, you want to keep reliving the memory. It was nice, you know? And for him, same thing. So you have to just be wise, you know? Like, if someone is giving out, not to say free, if someone is giving out something for free and it's good, they're gonna keep coming. And when I say free, I'm not saying that they don't take you on dates. I'm not saying they didn't buy you gifts. I'm just saying y'all didn't tie that knot. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not doing everything as it should be done. There's an order for everything for a reason. You know, like, you're not gonna start college before you go to kindergarten. There's an order for a reason. So oftentimes, so fam, we are going too out of order, and we have given ourselves too much to somebody, and we gave ourselves way too soon. And so because we gave ourselves way too soon, get what I'm saying? We kind of want to make it work now. We want to try to do things correctly, and don't waste no time, so fam. If y'all broke up because it didn't work, don't try to keep trying to make it work, going back and forth, hopping back and forth. he's gonna keep coming back to you because you are leaving the door open. You are giving him all of your hope. You're not moving on. You're saying moving on, but you're not really moving on because you keep feeding in. You keep giving into that fantasy that was created in the beginning. Okay? The fantasy that was created in the beginning where y'all might be together, y'all might start a life together, it somewhere got fumbled up. It got jumbled up into a mess. And if it's not worth salvaging, we have to learn how to let it go. We have to learn how to close the door. Like, say no. Ignore calls. Sometimes we say no and then we sitting there on the phone. Once you keep picking up that phone, you leaving that passageway open. You're letting him know, hey, I still have hope for us. You may not be saying it. You don't have to say it, hey, I still have hope for us. No. But if you're answering the calls and you're entertaining, you're giving your time, he is looking at it as if, okay, she still wants in. She's still a part of my Bojango. You know, she's still a part of my, I don't know the word for it, Sophia. She still accepts me even though I'm with somebody else. You get what I'm saying, Sophia? If someone leaves you for another woman and then puts you in the position of the other woman, the relationship is not going to go anywhere, Sophia. He's just now using both of you, you know, and you are thinking you winning, but in the long term, you blocking your blessings because he gonna have you stressing. You spending time with him and then he goes back to who he goes back to, you know, or he maybe with you for 3 days, then with her for 3 days, and continue to feed the lie that you are accepting. You know, continue to say whatever it is he's saying. Oh, I'm only with her because of this, or I'm only with her for that. So fam, you have to be real wise and smart and love yourself a little more. Why would you accept a part of somebody and you're giving all to somebody? If someone isn't willing to give all of themselves to you, and not to say all, you know what I'm saying, but give their entire love life to you, then why are you letting him hold that seat? Why are you letting him hold that seat? You gotta ask yourself this. And sometimes we don't have that confidence. Like, we get so wrapped up into that fantasy that we lose the confidence in ourselves and we start to believe just lies. We'll start to believe more and more lies, like more and more lies. Like maybe you're not pretty enough, maybe you're not smart enough, maybe you're not tall enough, maybe you're not skinny enough, maybe you're, you know what I'm saying? Like, you start then going into these cycles and negative holes, and it's like none of that stuff is true, so fam. So you have to get the root to the lie. And the root to the lie is if y'all broke up and he decided to leave, there's no coming back. You have to set a standard and a boundary that, all right, if you leave me for somebody else, that means this is just not for us. Because somebody that's for me, it's not going to have eyes on everybody else. And sometimes we be trying to compete with other women. And it's like, it's 2022. So fam, if you are still competing with other women for a man, I don't think you've learned anything in the past 2 years. Because if you know, like everyone else knows, you don't have to force what's for you. And oftentimes, so fam, these are tests, right? Men are testing us. And we're always losing because we let them walk on over us. So fam, it's so important. This is ladies. It's so important that when a man shows you that they don't want you, that you close the door with seriousness. Sometimes we don't really close the door. We keep it peeked open. And when we keep it peeked open, right, we are stopping the next person from knocking, right? Because oftentimes if somebody see a door crack, I know if I see a door cracked in movies, I don't watch movies. Listen, if I see a door cracked and I go visit somebody, I ain't going in unless I know that person left the door open for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go knock on a cracked door. I'm not. So we gotta stop cracking our doors and leaving out doors, for everyone to just kind of walk through that you already let let through, and they left. If you let someone through your door and they come and look around and they leave, so think of it if you go shopping, right? Right? You looking for some shirts. So you go to Gap. You go into Gap, you look around. Gap don't have the shirt you're looking for. You leave. Now, if you're not sure and you want to keep shopping around, what you gonna do? You gonna go to the register and say, "Excuse me, ma'am, can you hold this shirt in the back with my name on it?" So oftentimes what guys are doing, is they are leaving shirts on layaway in all of these stores. They got a sweater on layaway here, a sweater on layaway there, a sweater on layaway there, and we acting like we the Gap or Old Navy, and we sitting there holding it with their name on it. No, you gotta have a policy. No, we don't do layaway. We don't do layaway. We don't do layaway. Like, let them know. We do not do layaway. It's either you coming in, you like what you see, you gonna buy this shirt, or you not. And that's the metaphor, fam. You either gonna buy the shirt or you not. If you're not gonna buy the shirt, all right, go down to the Gap. Go down to Old Navy. Go down to H&M. Go where you gotta go. So fam, we gotta understand what's happening here. And when somebody is coming back, they coming back to check and make sure their shirt is still on layaway. That's what they doing. They come in, is my shirt still on layaway? Let them know. Don't be afraid. Sometimes we be afraid to let that man go. Like if another man is not gonna come. If I got you to come, somebody else gonna come. And this time, I'm gonna be the one doing the shopping. This time I'm gonna be the one looking around. You don't need to come look around. Because if you knock on my door, you see me walk in, you already seen what you needed to see. Okay? So, stop letting these men lay away you. Stop letting them get rides. No. Listen. I did a post on this, and it's so... Ladies, we gotta understand that there's nothing you could tell a farmer for him to give away his cow for free, because he knows the value of his produce. Sometimes we fall into those lies of, how you know if he gonna like it, how I know. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. If he wanna know what it smell like, trust me, he gonna smell that seat when you get up and go to the bathroom. He'll know what it smell like. All those lies and manipulative tactics. So fam, you can't be falling for these manipulative tactics in 2022. If he left you for that other woman, have respect for that other woman and say, all right, this might be her man. This might be her man. And she go ahead and have it. Because I don't know about y'all, so fam, I don't want nobody man. I do not want nobody man. No, because when you serious in relationships and you trying to really make it build, and you know what you are capable of, you're not gonna be playing these type of games. Like, I'm not about to be showing you my game plan, lending you my $1 million plan, so you could go give it to the next. You know what I'm saying? No, either you coming over here for this $1 million plan, or you going over there for her $1 million plan, because she got a $1 million plan too. Do what you do. We gonna do what we do. So we gotta just be wise, fam, and we have to be strong, and we have to build up our confidence. Sometimes we're not building up our confidence, and we accepting whatever comes with us. Well, with the man, like, okay, well, he's this or he's that. And we don't do the work that we're supposed to do. And we often don't grow to the level that we can grow to because we want to stay in this comfortable state of whatever comes, comes. No. Mm-mm. Whatever comes, comes. Oftentimes we get less because we keep accepting less. And the more you dismiss what isn't your standard, that person knows to then come correct. Because people are going to treat you the way that you show them, right? So you keep showing them, okay, I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. You kind of keep putting your shoulders down and down. Quick story time. I remember I kind of used to accept anything anyone gave to me because I didn't believe that I was worthy of anything. You know, when you are broken down, when you have been, running from left to right, you often start believing what someone has consumed you with. Definitely with society. So society will always continue to put black women down and make us feel like we gotta just accept whatever, and we can't put our foot down, and we can't have all these standards, and we can't have boundaries. And listen, soul fan, when you stick to your standard and you stick to your boundary, you are showing men that, hey, those games that was like okay back then are not okay anymore. Because all it has gotten us as a community is moms that are just brokenhearted, fed up with love, men that are just shifting here, shifting there, house for house. We don't have stability in our community. And oftentimes, when these homes are not strong, it's because we don't have each other's back, right? We think that if someone else get this man, we lose. We think if someone else get that woman, we lose. And we never get to a strong place as a community because we're always trying to compete with somebody. And when you look at every community, you see them working together as families and building each other up as families. And we're like the outsiders that continuously disrespect one another and compete with one another because we haven't learned we're overlooking all of the basics. We sit in here, we're trying to get the job, we're trying to get the degrees, we're trying to start the business, not understanding the strength of trust, love, and commitment. We're so fooled by this new, the music, social media, the new wokeness, the new energiness. We're so distracted. Does anyone even talk to the older generation who has had marriage for 20 something years? There's still some key wisdom points that we have to apply. I think everyone knows the knowledge now and no one's applying it. We see each other in the street and we still are just we can't even speak and say good morning. And it's it's just there's so much power in working together that's overlooked because society pushes get it on your own, do it on your own, independent. And being two strong, independent people together is more powerful. That's why it's not pushed. Think about it. Why would togetherness be pushed to give power to the ones that were the most powerless? There's so many accusations on what happened back in the day, how slavery even started, how this, and that. Who knows? Like, I mean, we know, okay, now that we're here, what can we really do to move forward and build things up? And I mean, doctors, dentists, you know, businesses, getting back that strong community of leaders. We don't even have a strong community of leaders, period. Like, when we look for leaders now, we look for artists. Who are those artists being led by? Okay, then maybe we'll have a Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is great and all. He's a TV personality. So who are we having? And not to discredit Steve Harvey, babe. Trust me. I love Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey really put on the hats. Who else is standing with Steve Harvey is what I'm saying. Is he just a one-man band? Are there any other married couples out there really putting in some work in the communities? Because oftentimes, so fam, I'm seeing the same repetition. So somewhere through the leadership, there's a disconnect with the youth. And when I say youth, I mean like the 20s, from the 17 to like the 25. There's still too much confusion. There's too much confusion. Yeah, they may see a post. Yeah, they may see a video, but there has to be more. There has to be more opportunities. There has to be more. It has to be broken down deeper. It has to be some more healing happening. And sometimes a lot of our generation is now so exposed to spirituality and things like that. And they don't have the foundation in the homes. So now they're looking on the internet. Who knows? Who knows where this internet information is coming from? So even as like parents, are we learning what they're watching and getting understanding for what they understand? Are we listening to what they're saying and, you know what I'm saying, being there? Or are we just shutting them out and putting them in a box and sealing up that box and, you know? I know this definitely went a little where we were supposed to be going with it, but you need to see the domino effect of this one topic of the other woman or the other man stuck in that hole, creating more and more pain and neglecting the bigger problem that we have as a community. And I don't know how big this video may get, and I know there may start to be some name dropping for some people that's doing something, blah, 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 blah. It still needs to be more. There still needs to be some conversations and implementation is another great way. Implementing. Are we creating jobs for the youth? Or are we just creating jobs for ourselves and then those are questions, okay? Those are just questions. All right, so fam, so if he keeps coming back to you, you got that door open for him. Close it, pack it up, move on, heal, and move on to what's for you. And don't be so hard on yourself because that particular relationship didn't work out in your favor. Sometimes we gotta take a loss to become that boss. Ooh. All right, so fam, Amelia Adair here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you haven't already, subscribe to be a part of the Soul Fam. And you know how it goes. I'ma see you at the next one. Bye for now.